everything's set right. There we go. That's somewhat better. That's pretty good. Better than what it was before. Yeah, just sit back a little farther. Alright, let's pull the chat up. Mute that. Join this. Let's see, open up this. Pop-out chat is so nice because I can just have the entire chat on my screen instead of having to watch myself. So, what was I gonna do? I think I have one more. I think it's a Neo A3, yeah. I need to get Equinox Prime Neuroptics out of this, and if I don't, well, I am screwed for a while because I need those, and I opened up 5 already, I believe, and so, no, I've opened up 4 already, this is my 5th one, and if I don't get out of this one, then, well, suppose, let's just hope that doesn't happen. Let's see if there's any axes that I actually feel like doing. Or not axes, Neos. Defense, mobile defense. Mobile defense doesn't sound bad. But I might as well do the defense one since I'm at it. But I don't want that for that. I probably want this for that. Because Babylon Prime is just the best. Exceltra is good, but it's not that good. Especially with Babylon. I'm thinking Prismagorgon. I'm thinking Prismagorgon. Let's see my actual build on this though. Not that good. Let's I want to redo this, the whole thing. So definitely want Algalium Serration on there. Fast hands, not really necessary. Hammer shot. What's critical chance on this thing? Not that good to start off with. Critical damage. Why not? Infected clip. Yes, please. There is not really much. You can't really do a whole lot with this yet. Fire rate would be nice, but it's a little unnecessary. Specifically because it's the Gorgon. Split chambers are nice. What else would I want? I have a better split chamber. What am I using that one for? Stormbringer. Oh, my critical chance is garbage. I'm assuming I was using Vital Sense for that. Alright, I don't know what I want to switch out though. I think I'll switch out that for Vital Sense. No? What was... Oh, that's... Vital Sense is critical damage, not critical chance. That'd be Point Strike. Yeah. I think I go with that. That sounds better. Which the Prismagorgon isn't the best weapon anyways, but man is it fun sometimes. And also, I'm not gonna really actually be using my weapon that much anyways, that's why I have my, whatchamacallums? What is it called? Flèche Orb, that's it. is Lachey Orb. Okay. So let's actually go there now. And before I do that, I'm gonna go. You won't be able to see this for a hot second. That's apologies on my part. I need to create a party real quick. Okay. We're good now. Yeah, okay, you don't need to keep showing all the boxes over there. Yeah, I know. And we're still in intermission, and I still have not upgraded it in anything. Yeah. What is... Did they say when Lightwave closes? No. But it opened 162 days ago, so Nightwave Intermission's been here for a while. I'm waiting for it to close, because I actually want to see the new season. Maybe they'll actually have something that I like, because I'm pretty... I don't know, this is fine, I suppose, but I don't really need anything from Nora anymore, because I have all of these, except for Deadeye, which I had at one point, it's garbage, and Shotgun Scavenger, which is useless, pretty much. It's only good if you're being really stupid and using, or not using the Tigress is stupid, but if you need this for the Tigress, then you're probably doing it wrong. And all the cosmetics are meh. I don't really, like, I have that one. I think I had that one, but apparently not. Or maybe I refused to get it, because I thought I had that valve by now, but apparently not. Wolf Beacon's fine, I suppose, but it's not crazy. And these would be nice, but they're 75 intermission cred. Okay. So now we actually do that. Neo defense. Grenier. Good thing I put corrosive on. Alright. Some interesting looking ship down in the below me. I actually really like my skin for my orbiter. Although I don't know. I like it, but also I want to redecorate the interior of my orbiter somehow, but I'm not really sure how I want to do it yet. I do like how they actually made in the upper left-hand corner, they made those tips actually like visible because they used to be really hard to see.
This embryonic injector is calibrated to wreak havoc on Tile Regor's cloning operation. Defend the injector for as long as possible to ensure maximum damage.
Okay.
I'm detecting voiders nearby.
I haven't defended one of these in a long time. Usually I think this map is used for intersections, I thought. Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted. It's been a long time since I played as Valvon, or played in Warframe in general, actually. I think it's every 5 waves is whenever you collect your reward. Or open your relic. You die. I already killed you. I don't think we really need that, but just in case. Well, no. The gauze barrier is just bigger. Just a tad bit bigger than my best heal. But That steel's always nice to have, because I can do this. And I always throw my Bastille somewhere else if I really want to. I always forget to put down my Tesla Nervos. And I can have four turrets at a time placed. That's not where I wanted that, but oh well. Right, and collected. It's just what we needed.
The relic cracked open. Finish searching to find out what's inside.
Broken War is always lovely to use. Hacking and slashing. I forgot that it's not pressing, it's pressed to switch and hold to put down, which is, I think, pretty counterintuitive in my opinion, but I'm not really a game designer, so I wouldn't know. I'm just letting my Flash Orbs pretty much do all the work, because they do enough anyways. I just have to swap them out every so often. I forget how long my timer is actually on those. I think it's close to a minute, but I don't think it is a full minute exactly.
You're making waves, dreamers. I can feel it.
And not like it'll do anything, but just for the fun of it, let's put a Bastille there. Being able to have have a prime flow is really nice, especially when I'm playing as Denyurk school. My other, well, let's actually replace this one real quick. My other mines are decent. I mean, the overdrive is pretty good, but it's pretty situational. The tether coil is nice, but it's also pretty situational, and the overdrive, or the vector pad, is just really dumb. But the Flash Orb is legitimately, like, really nice. It's pretty much drop it and then don't worry about that area for a long time. Because you can get it, my build is specifically a Flash Orb build, but even without like building specifically for that ability, it still does a lot of damage for a long time. And then the Tesla Nervos just go out and pick out whoever they can. It's not like that good, but it's another one of those things where you just kind of throw it down every so often, then it's there. Also, our Gara is not doing so hot, so I suppose I'll throw down my Bastilles. Then every so often throw in a orbital strike to mix it up, as you do.
Reinforcements available. Choose to leave now.
All right, here's a moment of truth. What are we getting? Not what I want. unfortunately. Tough. Suppose I'll give this person something since, hey! Yeah, but I am done here. I did not get what I wanted, so tough.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
Well, I don't really want to know what I want to do now. I was hoping that would allow me to do some pretty cool things if I actually got it, but I didn't get it, so that's pretty tough. And give my dog some pets, because I haven't actually been on in a while. And he doesn't really like me that much right now. Why? Oh. Why am I... Why is this a thing? You normally don't hold out your weapon when you're in your orbiter.
Operator, you have remembered.
There we go, we fixed it. Okay. Sure. Nobody ever said this game is perfect. I like my Kubero a lot. The mixture of the skin and armor makes him look really nice, I think. I should have more than enough money to buy stabilizers. No, I won't waste another stabilizer. It's a 95, that's good enough. Why am I on the trading chat? That's the opposite of what I want to do. So trading chat's really annoying because they like spam you. So over here, my prime pedestal, I have my Barokatir Noggle. This is Arlo's lantern from Nightwave. That is just an Orkin cell. My Orkin T set, and then this is the vessel from Sands of Inaros. And I actually don't know which, because all of my frames have a similar color scheme. So my, I used to have my Umbra on display, but I switched that out for my, Valbon. Although I might put my Limbo on display, because I really like my Limbo. He is very flashy. Very flashy. Although I might change the weapon skin on him, or the weapon he's holding, because it kind of clips through the wall. That's a little... Does it clip through the wall, or does that weapon just end there? No, that's clipped through the wall. That is as a Scourge. Maybe I'll actually play some Limbo, I'm not sure though. I like Limbo, but people get annoyed when you use him sometimes, so I tend not to use him that much. Let's change. I do have the Javelock. I can use the Javelock on him instead. What gun looks good? The Vectis looks pretty neat when he's holding it. Hello. I'm just going through some stuff. Making things look cool. I think I'm gonna have war. I need to change this because I always use the second one. So let's see. Yeah, that looks fine. Let's make that visible. The Escalado Prime, why not? It's probably my best looking sidearm. Fancy looking. Although I don't know. The nail's pretty nice too. What are the talons? The talons kind of get in the way of the skin. Yeah, let's just stick to the Escalado Prime. Although I'm not a huge fan of this color scheme on them. I'm not a huge fan of that either. Well, here, let me switch this. Have this be gray, and switch out this for that. That looks nice. I can live with that. Change this for a blue, a light blue. Yeah, that looks nice.
Color combination, operator. My sensors are bleeding. Pleased.
Ortis, all my frames have the same color combination. I love the animation whenever you have dual pistols as a Limbo. It's pretty cool. And the Vectis Prime, I haven't actually really used it that much. That doesn't look that good though. This should be that. Hereditary, this should be this, I think. Maybe not. Primary. Secondary. What is that even changing? I cannot tell what that's changing. Apparently that changes nothing. I don't know what that changes. But let's have this. Yeah, let's make it that. Looks pretty good. I like it. Although I'd like to get the new, well, it's not out, you know, on console, but I'd like to get the new sentient weapon, because it would match the whole sentient get-up I have going on right now. Because War is a sentient weapon. This Limbo skin's supposed to be based off of sentience. So if I could have a sentient primary, and then something that looks sentient-esque for my secondary, I think that'd be pretty cool. I had a Pandero once, it was pretty fun. I want to get, actually, I can't get it for a while because it's Master Rank locked. This, I think it's just pronounced Piranha, but it's a shotgun pistol. Apparently it's really good. I actually, critical chance 20%. I just want to read. It's not bad. Noise is alarming, which isn't surprising. Apparently, oh, it has multi-shot because it's a shotgun. That sounds fun. So, I'm gonna have you choose what frame I'm gonna play, because I don't know what frame I want to play. I have quite a few. I have Ash Prime, Equinox Prime, Excalibur, Umbra, Gauze, Inaros, Ivara, Limbo, Loki, Necros Prime, Nidus, Rhino, Valbon Prime, and Volt. That's all the prime, or all the frames I have. I want to get, my next frame I want to get is either Haro, Equinox. I either want to get Haro, Baruch, or, I don't know, I want to, those are probably the two I want to get next. Wisp is pretty good too. Do I actually, I don't really have, I only have 2 female frames, and that's if you're counting Equinox to be a female frame, which, I mean, Equinox is and isn't at the same time. I thought I got rid of my Loki. Apparently I still have my Loki too, but I thought I got rid of him. So here's Equinox. She's something. She's interesting, definitely. I actually don't know how to play her that well right now, but we're gonna find out. Maybe you can help me with actually figuring out how to play her. Because I do not know. I think she looks pretty cool, though. That's what I want. She looks pretty neat, I gotta say. The Corinth is pretty cool. Although I really like this skin, which I don't know who this is for, but I really like this shotgun skin. I actually have this. Ooh, I didn't know I had that. That looks really nice, actually. That looks really nice. I'll take that. I'll take that. Let's see, what if I do the old switcheroo? Add this, be that, and that be this. Ooh, I like that. I like that more than I had it before. It's a nice skin. Because the other Solstice skin I have is for the Wraith, and it looks like trash. Like, it is... I will show you, it is pretty bad. Ignis Wraith. Because the Ignis Wraith itself, yeah, here it is. It's not good. Default colors. Like, it's just too much. It's just too much. The Ignis Wraith and skin normally is like, meh. The Ignis Wraith is fantastic. It's a great weapon. But that skin is just gross. It's just gross. But we're not using that. We're using the Corinth. Since we're doing stuff to level things up, I'm going to take the Ballistica with me. And yeah, sure, why not? And Ripka's, maybe? Ripka's, Falcor. And I refuse to level up the Dex Knocker or the Broken Scepter. Even though I probably should. Okay, so you can choose Ripka's, Fragor Prime, or Falcor. Which weapon should I use? The Falcor's meh. The Ripkas are fun, but they're also kind of meh because I don't have a stance on them yet, and they're not really modded that much. Fragor. I knew you'd say the Fragor. Skin. I want to get this skin for the hammers too. This is with Rhino Prime. Or Rhino is not Rhino Prime. Rhino's Elite skin. Whoops. I don't have that yet, so. Attachments. Copy me colors, because I have a little tail on the end of it. That came with Valbon Prime. The only other one I have is this really gross looking one I got from Nightwave during the last season. And then actually, you can holster the you can holster it on your hip. Oh my god, I love it. But it's also really stupid. And I don't think I have this as a one holstered anyways. I don't know. I don't really like having it visible as holstered. Because it's really big. And I'll take my dog with me. Companion, none. Let's take Opportunity. Because Opportunity is lit. He's fantastic. Look at this lad. You can see his ribs. And we're just gonna go, I still don't know. Actually, I'm assuming you never played Equinox. Because I know you have like 4 frames, 5 frames now that with Equinox. But I have no idea how to use Equinox. And I'm being completely honest. She makes 0 sense to me. So Metamorphosis. Switching forms temporarily gaining bonus shields and armor in night form, or bonus damage and speed in day form. So night form is her black transformation, her dark transformation, and light form is her light transformation. Yes, I think so. Yeah, you have 5 because of Ember now. So that's that. Metamorphosis it's meh. It's okay. Rest and Rage. In night form, targets are put to sleep. In day form, targets become more vulnerable to damage. This one is an aura around her, I think. But I could be wrong about that. Or no, it's something she puts down. Okay. So that's something she puts down. I think. Yes. Okay, so that's something she puts down. Pacify and Provoke. In night form, reduce damage inflicted by nearby enemies. What Ember does. Yeah, give me a second. I'm learning Equinox. Okay, one frame at a time. Which I think I already know I think I know 2 of Ember's abilities already. In night form, reduces damage inflicted by nearby enemies, although they did rework her, so I probably don't know what she does. In night form, reduces damage inflicted by nearby enemies. In day form, increases ability strength of nearby allies. So that's the one where it's a aura on her. I think. Mend and Maim. In night form, allies' shields are replenished for each nearby enemy killed. In day form, enemies are inflicted with bleed status. Deactivate while in night form to restore health and shields. Deactivate while in day form to cast a wave of slashing force. Okay. So now I know that's what it does. And I don't know why I haven't put one on her yet. And was I saving it for someone else? Or did I just get that? I know you have one, you have one. Ivora should have one. Maybe I was saving it for Ivora. I was not saving it for Ivora, because she already has one. Apparently, that's probably why I haven't been liking Equinox so far, is that I didn't put a darn Arcan Catalyst on her. Nidus has one, Limbo has one, I know Loki has one, Necros has one, I'm guarantee Volt has one, so everyone has one except for Equinox, which I don't know why. So let's, actually do that now. I'll get around to what Ember does, I promise. I gotta make sure that Equinox is actually useful before I use her. That'd be nice. Upgrade, yes. There we go. That's better. Ember came with one, I assume so. Most of the time when you get a frame from something like that, it usually comes installed with one. So let's just get rid of all those. Aura mods. Let's see. Energy Siphon. That would be nice. Which is what I had on already. Diamond Skin. Narrow-minded. I think narrow-minded would be nice. But I'm not sure. But we'll screw around with it. Because that reduces the range on Rest and Rage. But it makes the duration significantly longer. And Pacify and Provoke, it lowers the damage on that. And lowers the radius on that by a lot. So maybe Narrow-minded was a bad idea. Let's not go with that just yet. Vigor's nice, but I probably... Well, yeah, Vigor would be nice. That actually... Because she's a pretty squishy frame to start off with. Continuity, yeah, let's put Prime Continuity back on there. That was good. Speed Drift would be nice. Or Intensify. Let's go with... Intensify. So this is all I had on. I think I just put all the mods I had already back on it. Wow. I am big brain. So, Steel Fiber. Her armor... Okay, so I had Steel Fiber on her. That's not good. Why would I do that? Rapid Resilience. Overextend. What is this looking like? Ooh. Oof. What does that actually do to her abilities, though? Damage multiplier. So it doesn't actually change the damage multiplier. It only changes the actual, if people on deforms. That only actually changes the slashing damage for day. And for night, it actually does affect it. 17.5 shields per. But the radius is really high, so I think I'm willing to take that change. And speed increase is only 3%, damage vulnerabilities 13% day. And then that doesn't change anything for night because it's a wake up health threshold. And that's that. So I'm gonna stick with this currently. I don't know. Maybe not, because... Nah, let's not do that. Let's... Blind Rage, my efficiency is at 100. Let's see, if I take off that, so that's plus 30%, this is plus 72 ability strength. So my strength goes way up, and my efficiency goes down, which that's fine. I can deal with that. Although, that's probably something I should put on her. Prime Flow. I can't. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna roll with this for now. Now it's time to look at Ember. Ember. I see. Here we are. So Fireball. Charge and release a fire projectile that ignites enemies on contact. So, pretty straightforward. Immolation. Protect Ember with flame armor that burns stronger over time, consuming energy once its meter is at its full strength. Cast again to extinguish the flame. Consuming energy once its meter is full strength. Okay, so it's just armor. Damage reduction. That's pretty good. Although the damage or the energy drain is pretty atrocious on that. Fire Blast. Slam the ground to create a wave of incinerating plasma that knocks back enemies and strips their armor. So she's literally just like a fire version of Gauze, is what I'm getting at. Inferno. Command a flaming comet to crash down in front of Ember, engulfing enemies with a fire that can spread through their ranks. That's actually quite different than her original ability. I forget what her original ability was, but it was not near that, I don't think. That's pretty good, actually. It's kind of like a mixture of like a poison or radiation with Valbon's Orbital Blast. But we're not doing that, because screw that. We're playing Equinox. And I want to try Route Solo, because I have not gotten really the holdover yet. E-Gate. E. I'm out of milk. That's what I was drinking, and I'm sad. All gone. I really like this chair. I have a pillow underneath me because the chair is kind of uncomfortable after you sit on it for a while, but I really like the back of the chair, and it leans back pretty nice. Although I'm not really used to playing, I'm not used to playing this close to my TV screen, so it's something to get a little used to. Okay. Let's just do this to get my energy up. I really like this. I don't know when I got this skin for the Corinth. I haven't used the Corinth in a hot second, so might be a while, but I really like the skin. Looks really cool. So I want to be... This is the Night form. Which the Night form is my damage one, right? I already forget. That's half the reason I can't remember, or I can't figure out how to play Equinox, is I can't remember which one is my damaging form and which one's my boosting form. Or which one's my healing form. So technically both are boosts, just in different directions. Man, the Fragor is really overkill. The Fragor Prime is really overkill. Well, might as well. Whoops, wrong button. I do not. No. I was not letting that thing stop. So let's try out. This one's Pacify and Provoke. So I have an aura around me now, and it's not draining anything, which is interesting. Why is it not draining anything? You think, okay.
Let's go on the offensive.
I think it drained something there, though. Let's try that again. Okay, so now it's draining something. Let's turn that off. Okay, I suppose I can always just try this. Whoops, wrong one. Invalid target. What do you mean invalid target? Okay, so day form is my healing form. Good to know. Sleep. So I can put targets to sleep. That's pretty neat. Metamorphosis costs a lot to cast. Oh, it's because I turn my efficiency up. I completely forgot that I actually needed to switch forms in order to do some of my abilities, and that switching forms costs energy, and my energy cost is really high. That was kind of a big goof on my part. And I keep pressing the wrong ability. So I suppose we're going with this form now. Nice thing about the Corinth is you only have to load in as much as you want to shoot, because it's select loaded. I like the Tigress. I still have my Tigress, but it's only good when I'm like because it's certainly pretty situational. The Apticor Vandal is really nice for just like clearing those out because you can shoot through the ship with the Apticor Vandal and kill everything on board. You don't have the Apticor Vandal yet, so.
Heavy robotic signature detected. Lock and load.
Also, the Corinth has a secondary firing mode, but it's not that good, so I don't really use it. The Corinth is fantastic in and of itself, so it doesn't really need a secondary firing mode, but the secondary firing mode fires like a AoE type explosion, and it doesn't really do that much damage, so I don't really use it that much. It's good if you're like in a... Whoops. It's good if you're just trying to stun enemies, because it stuns them pretty decently, but if you're trying to actually kill them, it's pretty lame. I actually don't know what that... Oh, that's... Shoot, I keep pressing Metamorphosis on accident. Farm for Opticore. You mistyping that made me not be able to say it. You definitely should get the Apticor Vandal though. I don't use it that much because I think it's, unlike Michael, I actually like having a challenge in the game. I'm sure Michael actually likes having a challenge in the game, but he really likes Apticor Vandal. I feel the same way about the Dread as he does the Apticor Vandal. But the Apticor Vandals is hands down probably better than the Dread, but I prefer having more of a challenge with actually having to aim. Because the Dread is a bow and the F-Corp handles a laser beam, so you know.
You have broken their ranks and they are off.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, I still don't know what this does. Sleep. Death. I need more energy. Screw you. So what does this do? Well, I don't really know, because I just killed you anyways. I need more attack speed on this thing. Use that at more range. And I need a stance on it, but I don't think I have any hammer stances. Because it's fun. It's just really inefficient. It's really slow. But it's fun when you just come up behind someone and clomp them. I mean, I will admit that. And like bust their kneecaps with that sliding attack. I'm not sure if you can, I think the Corinth is master in, it's either 10th or 11th locked, so I don't think you can get it. But when you can get it, I'd highly advise getting it. It's actually one of the best shotguns, and even if you don't like shotguns, I would still advise getting it because it's just good. Like, the Tigris is definitely the best shotgun early on, but I definitely think that the Corinth, is better than the Tigris later. Depending on how you build it, because the Corinth it looks mediocre, but you can build it to be really nice, and that's true with pretty much any weapon in the game. But the Tigris is a good base, but it doesn't have as much potential to become better as the Corinth does, I don't think. Plus, it's a double barrel, as the Corinth is a slug loaded, so you can only fire at 2 things with the Tigris. You can fire at a lot more things with the Corinth. And if your Corinth is built that well, it'll one-shot things anyways, so you don't really need the power of the Tigris. But if you have a Tigris Prime, I mean, screw it, you have a Tigris Prime. Have fun with that thing. Although I don't have a Tigris Prime, and I won't be able to, because they bolted it, and I'm sad. Unless I buy one off of somebody, which I don't really want to. Because I don't like the Tigris that much. Like, hate to break it to you. If anything, I just want to buy, I'd much rather buy a, Sancti Tigris, which I can't get that either because that's with the new Loka, and the new Loka hate me. They hate me so much, actually. This is an interesting build. Oh, I have blast on this thing. I was wondering why I was blasting people because I have blast.
What are you thinking about?
It's because chilling reload's really nice. The reload speed on this thing's really good anyways, because you load in each shell individually, but having chilling reload I have one more reload mod. It just like, you're like slapping the shells in there, it's so fast. I think I have another one that upgrades that, but I don't know where it's at. Oh, here it is, Technical Pump. I could slap that on there. Reload 1.4. It does not take 1.4 to reload that. I disagree with that. I mean, then again, I also don't even let the thing fully reload half the time, so I put it like, I get like the chamber half full and then I keep firing because that just works better. That just works better. I want to take this off. Remove. I'll claim Shotgun Spaz. It's like okay if you're playing a Trinity or something. If you're like really hardcore going for that supportive role, I'll claim Shotgun Spaz is okay and pretty good. But other than that, it's meh. Like, revive speed is not something that a lot of people worry about. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe that's just me, but I don't think it's just me. Like, I have a kit gun, Ruben Mom, but I don't even have a kit gun. Point blank would be nice. Why don't I have point blank on here? Embers Max, that's cool. I could do this. What mod did I have on there? I had Hell's Chamber on there. Oh, shoot. Well, okay, I would have Hell's Chamber, and I will put it back on eventually, but my critical chance isn't that good yet. My critical multiplier is also not that good yet, so I will not bother with Hell's Chamber. But fun fact, if you ever want to play a shotgun, make sure you have Hell's Chamber, and I will look at where to get it, because I was gonna look it up on my computer, which is right in front of me. That's where I have chat. But I can do so in here instead, I think. Let's see. Mods. Can I search for specific mods? Can I search? I can. I don't use this that much. Let's search. Hells. Let's just search Hell. I pressed the wrong button there, but let's just search Hell. Hell's Chamber. You get it from a lot of stuff. So you get it from attack drones, car bus, frontier regulators, Lectiers, Nemes, Oregon Spectre, Eximus, Oxium Ospreys, regulators, Remch Ospreys, Sensor Regulator, Sensor Regulator Eximus, Shinktal, Transmute. You can transmute it. I can see if I actually don't know if transmutation's random, but it might be. You can get it from Blif. You can get it from Gulliver. Mercury, Larry's, Mars, Sphere. You can get it from a lot of planets. Pretty much every planet, I think. So if you don't have Hell's Chamber, definitely get it. And here's a list of where you can find it. But I'm interested if they are actually putting out new Leverin, because I've only seen gauzes, but they're putting out the ones for frames. They're only putting out Leverins for past frames that are becoming primes. I think that's what it sounds like, because we have Gauze. Because Gauze was the first one, and Grendel was after that. Atlas was the first prime. And then Ivara is prime now, right? I think that's what's going on. Unless they're doing them all in just some random order, and I'm putting too much stuff together in my head, which might be the case also. They have a thing for Kuvalich history, which I only have one Kuvalich right now, which I haven't even messed with my Kuvalich right now.
Is now redefined as your attempted murder of me.
That line was so bass backwards. But I haven't fought her yet because she sounds really strong and I'm scared of her. So I don't want to bother with it. You can trade your Kuvalich? What? What? You can trade who wants to kill you. Will it be this person or this equally probably bad person? But I think I'm gonna jump off. I just wanted to try out this new style of me being up here, camera there, having my chat here, drink my light. I want to hear your opinion on the lighting though, because I think the lighting's pretty good. Because I have my main lights off, I have my lamp on. Diagonal, right. So I like it. You can probably tell where it is by my shadow. So I personally like this kind of thing. I like having my camera on, but I did dislike having to be all the way back there with my camera on. And I don't really use this chair that much. I usually use this chair as like somewhere to set my stuff. So being able to actually use this chair is nice. But I'm still probably going to sit back there whenever I'm just playing games by myself because I'm going to be honest, this couch is more comfortable. But this chair is actually nice because I don't really get to sit up a whole lot, especially around in quarantine. Because I have my bed and then my couch, and I don't really have much space to sit upright in my couch. It's not even really a couch, it's a futon that I just don't fold down. So, yeah. That's that, I suppose. So, although I will say before I leave, I'm probably only going to be doing this type of format on certain games. I will not be doing it for The Witcher. I probably will not be doing it for other games. Well, yes, for other games, but not The Witcher. The Witcher I won't be having my camera on. Because I need, the minimap is right where my face is, right there. Right where this goddamn camera is. But it's right there. I'm pointing to it in the upper right-hand corner. And the minimap is up there. My face is up there. And as much as I love my own face, I love the minimap more. Because it points me where to go, shows enemies on the map, and a lot of other really important things. So I can't do it with The Witcher, unfortunately. Unless I do find a way to actually put it in the bottom corner, which I don't think I will be able to. But I can look it up. Now I'm dropping my controller. But yeah, I'm definitely down to do this with Sonic, because I actually, as much as I am not actually really a fan of Sonic, I love making fun of Sonic. So I am actually planning on beating Sonic. So I'll be more than glad to do this with Sonic, because I think the only thing up there with Sonic is rings, and I don't really care about my rings. Also, I figured out the reason in Sonic why I was keeping more rings. I wasn't losing all my rings when I got hit, and that's because I was playing on normal. I wasn't playing as on hard, because there's only easy and normal, or there's only normal and hard. But normal is easy, in my opinion, and hard is normal. Because it's only in hard when you lose all your rings when you get hit. Normal, you keep some of your rings when you get hit. So I might restart the game and do it like that. But I mean, I'm only there for making fun of it, so I'm not really too worried about actually beating it on hard. But I don't know. It depends on what I want to do later. But we have solved that conundrum. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all for this stream. That's all I wanted to do. Can't even turn off the stream properly. Alright, here we are. Now we're done.